everyone. How are we all? I am going to give you a moment for some people to jump on, and also I'm just going to quickly share this page. Awesome. Here we go. So I'll wait a few moments. Today's Sunday here in Sydney, and it's spring, but unfortunately it's been quite dreary, which is quite good in a way, because I've been stuck indoors for the last 2.5 weeks doing this most amazing course. And I wanted to jump on today and quickly share what I've been up to, where I've been, just because it has been a while, but also on some particular topics that have really resonate with me, and also resonate with other women as well, with women that I help and work with. So what have I been up to? So I've been up to doing this course over the last 2.5 weeks, and I've had to prep months and months beforehand, and it's actually a trainer's course to be able to train other people to become a practitioner in neurolinguistic programming, and also I'm completing the hypnotherapy side of that for the next 6 days from tomorrow. So the last 2.5 weeks just has been on NLP, and the one thing that really got me thinking was like, you're always questioning yourself in who you are. And throughout this course, like, I'm quite grounded, and I know who I am, and I check in all the time, and I evaluate things, but even then I always ask, who am I? And during this course, right, so we had to share stories in terms of metaphors. We had to present, like it was a presenting course to be able to teach, and we had to present in groups, throughout the 2.5 weeks, and then for our evaluations as well, and teach demonstrations and so forth. So, and what I discovered was that I had to step out and really question what I am sharing, in knowing to how to give people a clear picture of who I am and what I am about. And the stories that I had shared were stories that I've never really shared with a lot of people. It was a lot to do with traveling. It was a lot to do with my childhood, memories and experiences, and adventure. Like adventure and travel is one of my highest values in terms for my life, and I always look for things to be able to fulfill that, even in my business, right? But mainly in life. So I shared these stories with these people that I've never met before, and it was like looking at them, but also looking at myself in the mirror, which was quite a profound experience. And in NLP, personal development world, that is called what we call, you're projecting, your perception is projection. And to be able to just stand in front of some people and share some stories that you've never shared with someone or with people is really stripping away those outer layers and really revealing that real core truth of who you are. And that got me thinking, because women that I work with constantly always cover that real center core truth, and they're all afraid. And I've been there, like, and even no matter how much I step into that truth and reveal that truth, I realize, actually, no, there's more. There's even more to it. There's like, you strip away, no, there's more. There's a deep layer, and then you go down even further. There's a deep layer, and you're like, oh my God. And then you do like this course, and you're like, wow, like, I've had to really dig deep down into the depths of my soul to be able to really understand and get a deeper understanding of who I am. And this course, like, I went through it, I was frustrated, I cried, I was just overwhelmed with so much joy. I was, filled with so much gratitude to be able to share a room with 82 other students that have come from all over the world, not just, from like Sydney or from Australia. It's like from across all areas of the world. and they were going through exactly the same thing. And I thought to myself, like, no matter how much we think we question who we are, the other person is actually doing the exact same thing. And they do it whether or not it's conscious or unconscious. And then I think to myself, we question ourselves with who we really are, and women in business, or in relationships, or with whatever area they choose to think about this in, but I work with women in business. Why is it that they step into this truth and they go, yep, I know who I am, but they get challenged by certain obstacles, and then they think, oh shit, like, this is not what I want, this is not who I am, this is not what I'm about. But in fact, it actually is, and that's why it comes up for resolution. And we face all these challenges in our life, whether we like them or whether we don't. And the only reason why we face them is because we're setting goals and we're driving forward, and we've got stuff that keeps blocking it, and the unconscious mind's like, no, you need to sort this out. Or we constantly hit that same roadblock, and then we're like, why does this keep happening to me? Why, like, feel so stuck. And and we go into this cycle, and we're at effect of everything that happens to us. So I ask you, what keeps holding you back from really rocking your empire, really stepping into your truth? Because there are people out there are so many women out there that think they've stepped in their truth, but it's actually far from what their actual true potential is. And this course was something that really allowed me to come to the realization where I've stepped into my truth and my personal power, but being able to put into different circumstances and not realizing my own potential, and people saying like, wow, you just own it. And I'm like, whoa, take a step back. Like, really? Is that true? And the fact is that we don't see sometimes what other people see, and we really need to observe and take in what things are happening outside of us, because it's all a lesson for our own growth. And if we're not growing, we're dying. And that's in any area of life. And you might find in business specifically, where if you're not growing and you start stagnating, the money stops coming. It's as simple as that. Things start to have no flow within business. And especially for women, being in your true feminine is all about creative flow. So how much are you willing to wait in being able to step into your power and really rock your truth? Now, time is something that people have this perception of, the time will come, or now's not the right time, or I can't do it right now, I've got this happening. It's like, fair enough. Like, we create whatever perception of time we want to create within our own mind. And I have ladies that come to me and say, now's not the right time for me to do this program. And I totally respect that, because it's their own journey and they need to come to their own realization and their own growth to really know when it is time for them. Otherwise, if you force something on someone else when it's not their time for them to grow, even though you can see them constantly in a cycle of being stuck or hitting obstacles, that it doesn't allow that change to happen with complete fulfillment and gratitude and really wanting it to happen. So time is of the essence. It's the one thing that we lose as we continuously move through life. We can't stop it. We constantly move through time, we age, and then we die. So I say to you, time is what you make it. And if you want something to change right now, then change it now and decide now. Like, there are people that have no money that come to me and they decide that this is the course for me because I really need to move through this stuff, or I need to make money in my business, or I'm just so unhappy and I'm just sick and tired of it. So You decide when that time is, and if you wait, the longer you wait, that's just completely your choice. But always remember, the wheels keep rolling forward, and the bus doesn't stop until you hop on that bus and actually step in the driver's seat and start taking charge of that bus. And when you do, you really step into your power, you really own your truth, because then you do have a deeper level of sense of who you really are, of who you are. And ask yourself this all the time: who am I? Because there are always deeper layers to your soul. Now, if you are feeling stuck in answering these questions and like, what is she talking about? This like weird hoo-ha. That's fine. Maybe it's not for you. You don't have to listen. You can jump off. But if if this is something that's quite insightful and and it's resonating with you, definitely leave a comment below. I'd love to know what out of those 3 questions, which question is the one that really stands out for you. Just type 1 for who am I, 2, what is it that keeps holding you back from rocking your empire, 3, how much longer are you willing to wait to really step into your own personal power? If any of those resonated with you, just type below. I'd really love to know what resonates with you and what's going on with people in terms of if you're watching. So Diva, now's the time to claim your crown, because only you can put that crown on and own it. Only you can really fix that crown and rock it and rock your empire. If you are not doing that, then you are not making the fortunes and the riches and the money and the happiness and an all-round fulfillment in all areas of your life. You may be fulfilled in one, but not the other. And business and relationships, they go hand in hand. Whatever business relationship you have with yourself is the same relationship you have in your business. It's a reflection. If you're struggling with money within your business, it's a relationship, it's a representation of what's going on in other relationships in your life. It could either be simple as with your, for women specifically, it's commonly linked to the money story that they have with their father. Like so many women, once they clear that, the negative emotions and limiting beliefs around the money story they have with their father, it like explodes this different strategy within their own mind, and they start bringing in and attracting more abundance in their life. Now, if that's something that you're like, what the hell, that's fine. But we all have a money story that keeps holding us back. We all have, a self-love story that keeps holding us back. The one thing that women do is we sacrifice ourselves in order to give to other people. This needs to stop, because you're giving your personal power away. This is what is holding you back from really rocking your crown. And if you put yourself first in whatever that is, taking self-care time, like every Sunday, I take a Sunday where I'm just like, nope, it's time to chill out. I choose one thing I love to do. I go to the beach, I go spend time out in nature. If there's days like today where it's quite overcast and I don't have the opportunity to do that, I'll stay home, I'll read a book, I'll do some research, I'll listen to some nice music, have a cup of tea, whatever it might be. But it's time to recharge. It's time to start being rather than doing. And that is one thing that I had to learn in business, because I'm very much a doer, a go. And if you take a step back to really take time out, that will be the key in being able to really connect to your truth and your heart, which will start activating your creative flow within your business, or even in your side hustle that you might be doing. Or if you're a 9-to-5 person and you're feeling like you've experienced some creative blocks, really claim your feminine power, because that's where it truly is. That's what I do to help women in order to really start claiming and building more riches in their life. So if this is something that really resonates with you, this is something that you're really curious about, if you're wanting to learn more, or if you've got any questions, reach out. type me below, hashtag replay if you're watching this again, and send me a message and I will be in contact with you, because I've got some awesome programs that I can offer you, or just like a heart-to-heart chat to really just give you some tips or strategies over the phone that could possibly help you. But definitely book a call in the link below now in order to really take control of rocking that crown. Have a great day, and I'll speak to you all soon. Take care. Bye for now.